But first of all, tonight's European light welterweight fight at Wembley, Manchester's Pat Barrett defending the title against the Italian Salvatore Nardino. Now here's how the two compare. Barrett only just made the 10-stone limit today, and he also arrived perilously late for the weigh-in. His first defence after winning the title last August, knocking out Efren Calamati in Italy. Barrett's one defeat very early in his career, and his sights very firmly set on a world title challenge against the outstanding Mexican Julio Cesar Chavez. Little in Nardino's record to worry Barrett, but here's how it went at Wembley tonight. Harry Carpenter is ringside.
Pat Barrett making the first defence of this European light welterweight title against the Italian Salvatore Nardino. And Barrett starts a very firm favourite indeed. 12 rounds it's scheduled for. Barrett of Manchester, known as the Black Flash, a title that's been pinched from a fighter of long ago called Roy Ankara of Guyana. Nardino, the former Italian light welterweight champion, making his first bid for a European title. And Barrett, 23 years old, who's ranked now in the top 10 of all the three major world organisations. 23 years old, the first defence of this title that he won in Salerno, in Italy, last summer with a fourth round knockout over Efren Calamati of Italy. And actually, Calamati holds a 4-round win over Nardino, so on that form line, Barrett is a hot favourite. The Italian came into the ring very heavily greased above both eyes. He's prone to cuts. With the right hand over the top from Nardino. A little bit slappy. I mean, took Barrett by total surprise. Barrett has lost only once in nearly 4 years as a professional. And he's believed to have taken a drop in his purse here to get this fight in Great Britain. The normal procedure is the champion takes 60% of the purse and the challenger 40%, and the purse of this fight was £43,000, so Barrett should have had something like 25,000, but it's thought that he's given up some of that, and it's gone to Nardino in order to tempt the Italian to come to this country. And a little jolting punch, and Nardino goes straight down from it. And that punch travelled no more than about 9 inches, and it looked totally innocent, and it dropped the Italian. Well, Barrett will be thinking to himself, no, I don't have to hit him too hard to get him down. Nardino still looking dangerous with his own right, but he's not known as a puncher. And again, the right hand over the top from the Italian. Barrett is not defending himself too well against that. Barrett has got a lot of height and reach advantage here, and yet the Italian is managing to get to him. Referee is from Denmark, Knut Jensen. This is an aggressive opening by the Italian. He's taken the play away from Barrett in the opening round. Nonetheless, there was one little jolting punch from Barrett in that opening round that seemed to drop the Italian very easily. Well, it was a stiff left jab, didn't travel very far, and it had sufficient force behind it to drop the Italian. He didn't slip, he was certainly punched down.
Second round 2.
Only 2 defeats on Nardino's record, and both of those defeats came in Italian championship fights. One in 86 and the other in 88. Barrett seems to have been taken a little bit out of his stride here by the aggressive opening from Nardino. Barrett cautioned about holding. And Barrett already beginning to get some anguish pleas from his corner to work a bit. And again he walks onto the right hand of the Italian. Nice uppercut from Barrett as he moves out of that corner. And the pace is hotting up. Well, Nardino has certainly come to try to take this title. He's not messing about. And he's got an injury underneath his right eye, Nardino. He's got quite a mark underneath the right eye, just to the side. And it looks as though it's going to swell. That's a good left hand again from Barrett. And that's the second time in 2 rounds that Nardino has been on the floor. So although he's doing a lot of work, the Italian is the one who's picking up the punishment. And another good left hook from Barrett, and he's going for the finish. Half a minute of this round left still. Plenty of time for Barrett. And although the Italian's still throwing punches and connecting, Barrett is walking through them. So Nardino now hurt and damaged by the right eye in this explosive start to this European light welterweight title fight. Again, it's the big left. That was it. It was more a swing than a hook. Barrett is the former British champion. Lost just once in nearly 4 years as a pro. Had his first pro fight back on May Day 1987. Barrett is accustomed to quick wins. His last 2 fights have been non-title fights, and between them they didn't occupy him for more than 5 minutes. And the damage around Nardino's right eye looking a little worse again. But he's game. He's certainly a brave little fighter, and he's still determined to walk in, although he knows he's liable to walk onto trouble. Scoring with all those punches inside Nardino. Barrett doing nothing. But that right eye, the more I look at it, the worse it seems to get, and that's going to give him terrible trouble as this fight progresses. Barrett again looking lethargic. He only seems to open up in rare bursts. Nardino, of course, knows all about the eye trouble, and perhaps feels that he hasn't got too long in which to do this if he's going to win it. Barrett should be commanding the centre of the ring and working from there and luring Nardino onto the left hand again. Quite extraordinary that Barrett is letting Nardino take all the initiative again, having had him twice on the floor. Again, that right hand of Nardino's over the top. It's as well for Barrett that he's not a big punter. And Barrett again, standing trapped in a corner, not too anxious to come out of it either. was better. Two good rights. Barrett already beginning to rest his arms, which is not a good sign. He hasn't had too much competition lately. And again, these punches all getting through from Nardino. They may not be heavy, but there are a lot of them coming. And they're taking toll around the body of Pat Barrett. And Barrett looks, well, he looks tired to me, and we've only had 3 rounds. And he hardly threw a worthwhile punch in that round, which is quite extraordinary, having had the man in real trouble in the second. Four rounds completed, and although the Italian's been on the floor twice, I would think he's ahead. He's certainly done at least 5 times as much work as Barrett. Another great blob of grease on the right eye of the Italian. New European Boxing Union rules were brought in December, and they included the sounding of a 10-second buzzer before each round, but I don't hear it here tonight. Barrett now changing tactics, getting up on his toes and moving very lightly and quickly around this ring and popping out the left hands and doing rather better with that. He's got the reach, should use it. He's allowed Nardino to get swarm all over him in the first 4 rounds. This is an entirely new tactic. I think tactics here. I'll just stick the left hand out into the face of the Italian and perhaps hope that the damage will worsen. Well, at least he's stopped Nardino getting in close and working, but at the same time he still hasn't looked all that impressive, Barrett. And it's a much stronger looking Nardino who strides back to his corner. 5 rounds completed. Here's Barrett, the black flash, making the first defense of this European title. 28 wins in 30 professional fights.
Second, round 6.
And once again, Pat Barrett, the champion, is up on his toes and moving. The only man who's ever beaten Barrett is Paul Burke of Preston, who beat him in Barrett's 3rd professional fight on points in a 6-rounder. That was at Bradford in 1987. Barrett won the vacant British title in his 20th professional fight with a 9th round knockout over Tony Willis of Liverpool. He defended it once and beat Robert Harkin of Scotland on points, and then dropped the British title after he'd won the European title.
Let go, let punches go, come on.
Barrett's still very loath to let the punches go. He certainly lacks the confidence to go forward.
On top now, on top.
Barrett waiting all the time for the Italian to make the first move. That's a good left hook. He brought one over at last, and that might be the end of the evening for the Italian. He's not going to beat the count. The Danish referee counts 10 over him. It's all over in the 6th round, and Pat Barrett of Manchester has successfully defended his European title. But you have to say that he took his time about it, and in a way made very hard work of it, even if it didn't go quite the halfway. But he had the punch to finish the man, and finish the man he did, and in fact the Italian is not up on his feet yet. Let's have another look. It was the left hand again, the one that had been doing all the trouble. There it was, brought right round from off the ropes. A scything, scimitar-shaped punch, and very effective with it. Here it comes. Beautifully turned. The knuckle part of the glove coming straight onto the chin of the Italian, who never looked like beating the count. He is up now, and sitting on Pat Barrett's own stool.
Barrett with a successful defence, and on the same bill, Derek Angle defended his Commonwealth Cruiserweight title.